and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kirsty, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you two recipes that both include buffalo chicken. Hey y'all, so tonight for dinner we are making homemade buffalo chicken nuggets and a Parmesan garlic rice. So of course for the chicken nuggets you're going to need chicken. We're going to bread it in flour with some eggs. And then we got this buffalo wing sauce at the grocery store. It's Sweet Baby Ray's brand. So we're excited to try that one. And then for the rice, of course, you're going to need rice. Then you're also going to need some dried parsley, some minced garlic. You're going to need 3 tablespoons of butter, some chicken broth, and we're just going to make ours out of this chicken bouillon cube. And then, of course, you're going to need some Parmesan. So let's go ahead and get started on this dinner. Do y'all remember a few videos back when we made that Asian chicken and I had to fry those little chicken nuggets? We're pretty much doing the exact same thing here. The only thing different is we're going to just have a different sauce on top. So you'll cook them exactly the same. Since we are going to make these buffalo nuggets, I'm going to go ahead and add in some ranch seasoning to my flour just to give it that ranch flavor. Now that we have our chicken cooking on the stove, we're going to go ahead and get started on this garlic Parmesan rice. So you're going to need 1 1/3 cup of rice. Three tablespoons of butter. We're going to put in about 3 spoonfuls of this minced garlic. About a teaspoon of parsley. And 2 cups of chicken broth. Just going to kind of mix it a little bit. Now we're going to put our lid on. Make sure it's on sealing. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to go to manual. And we're going to cook this for 6 minutes. And then after it's done cooking, of course it'll beep at me. I'll release the pressure, and then once it's done doing that, we'll put in the Parmesan cheese, stir it up, and it'll be ready to go. Now that our chicken is done, I'm going to put all of it in this big bowl. And then we're going to take our Sweet Baby Ray's buffalo wing sauce. And I'm not going to put a lot in here because it is pretty hot. But if you like things really hot, you can put a lot in here. It's really just up to your preference. Then I'm going to put the lid on it, on the bowl. And then I'm going to shake it. So our Instant Pot went off and I released the steam. So now we're just going to take the lid off. And it already smells so good. I'm just going to kind of stir it up a little bit. And then we're going to add in our Parmesan. Probably about 2 tablespoons, maybe a little bit more. If you really like Parmesan, you can add a lot, but that's kind of about what we do. And then we're gonna stir it, get that Parmesan all incorporated throughout all of the rice. And that's what's for dinner tonight. Buffalo chicken nuggets, garlic Parmesan rice, and I just made a side of cheesy peas. For our second buffalo chicken recipe, we are making buffalo chicken enchiladas. Now this one we are really excited about. So what you're gonna need is you're gonna need some chicken, you're gonna need some ranch seasoning, some flour, we're gonna put in some of these green chilies, some chicken broth, butter, sour cream. Of course, you're going to need some buffalo sauce, some heavy whipping cream or half and half, some tortillas, and cheese. So the first thing we're going to do is preheat our oven to 350 degrees, and then we're going to get started cooking up that chicken. For the sauce, the first thing you're going to want to do is melt 2 tablespoons of butter in your skillet over a medium heat. Once your butter is melted, you're just going to add in 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And then we're also going to add in about 3 tablespoons of the ranch seasoning. If you have just a packet of the ranch seasoning, that's what you would use. But since I have the bigger container, I'm just going to put 3 tablespoons. And then we're just going to whisk that together, let it cook for about 2 minutes, and then I will show you the next step. It has been 2 minutes, and so now we're going to slowly pour in our 1 cup of chicken broth, and we're going to stir while we do that. After your chicken broth, you're going to slowly pour in your half and half or heavy whipping cream. And then lastly, we're going to add in our small can of green chilies. Whisk that together, and then we're just going to let it simmer on a low heat until it's thick and we're ready to put it on top of our tortillas. Our chicken is finished cooking, so we're going to place it in this big mixing bowl. We're going to add half a cup of the buffalo sauce. And then 1/4 of a cup of sour cream. And then we mix. Now we're going to take our mixture and put it in our tortillas to make our enchiladas. Just going to put as much as you want in there pretty much. And then I'm just going to take it and roll it up like that. Oh, hang on. Gotta spray our pan. You want to spray your pan with some nonstick cooking spray. And then we're going to place these in here, seam side down. And then you're just going to repeat this process until the pan is completely full. After you get all of your enchiladas in your pan, I was able to fit 5 into this pan. You're going to take the sauce that you just made on the stove and you're going to pour it all over the top. Next, you're going to want to add in some shredded cheese on top. Does anyone else get shredded cheese all over the counter every time you're topping a dish? I do. We like it cheesy. Okay. Then when you get your cheese on, you're just going to take some aluminum foil and place it over the top. You do want to make sure it's not touching this cheese right here, just because it will stick, and then when you take the foil off, you'll take half the cheese off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Our oven is preheated, so once I get the foil on, we'll get it in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. And that is how I make buffalo chicken enchiladas. Now y'all, this recipe is really, really good. So if you love the flavor of buffalo chicken, I highly recommend that you make this meal. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me in the kitchen today. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. And let me know down in the comments what is your favorite buffalo chicken recipe. Bye!